Unemployed youth gather under the baking sun at a stone quarry to eke a living in the dusty plains of Bunghoko South constituency. Many here are parts of the underclass trying to escape the grinding poverty that envelops this rural constituency. Bunghoko South, which flourishes as a food basket in the Bugisu sub-region, ironically cannot escape the ensnare of poverty. But for those who cherish the value of a coffee drink, the constituency is home to Arabica coffee, which is grown along the unadulating slopes of Mount Elgon. The constituency consists of 11 sub-counties, namely Buchendi sub-county, Bunghoko sub-county, Busano sub-county, Busiu sub-county, Busoba sub-county, Nambale sub-county, Bukasacha sub-county, Bumasiche sub-county, Lukonge sub-county, Nyondo sub-county, and Bubombi sub-county. The population is about 220,000 people. Registered voters are 89,948, and the candidates are Michael Werikhe, who is the NRM flag bearer, Martin Wanda, the FDC candidate, Sam Wandeka, the UPC flag bearer, Martin Musamali, the independent candidate, Apollo Napoli, the DP candidate, Leo Walumbe, another independent candidate, Paul Wamaya, an independent candidate, and lastly Paul Wetaya, another independent candidate.
First and foremost, the problem that we are facing, we as the stone quarries, we are facing the problem of the roads. More especially during the rain season, it affects us when, and another thing is that the hospitals, we have no medicine.
The MP who is concerned about the welfare of the people, especially health, maintenance of roads. As you can see, this is a very terrible road. Very terrible road. I wish to vote for an MP who will be concerned for the welfare of our children who go to school and those who educate them, especially the teachers.
The desire to set wheels of progress firmly in motion is what is playing out as the masses sieve divergent political views and campaign manifestos to elect the most suitable candidates on February 18th. The seat, which lies on the parallels of Mbale town, has pitted the incumbent State Minister for Housing, Michael Werikhe, in a pulsating race with once NRM now turned FDC candidate Martin Wanda. With a few days left, Werikhe is not taking chances as he combs the vast constituency, holding both door-to-door campaigns and addressing small gatherings. After 10 years as a minister, Werikhe says he has managed to bring services closer to the people.
The consolidation and enhancement of programs that we already have on the ground. For example, deepening the program of NATS as an NRM government, to infrastructure in the form of electricity, rural electrification, of course road network and water.
Werikhe has been accused of being at the heart of factional fights within the NRM in the Bugisu sub-region and fighting Nandala Mafabi at Bugisu Cooperative Union. When asked whether his brand of politics was polarizing and had led to underdevelopment, the minister attributed the allegations to the politics of mudslinging.
People have misunderstood the issue pertaining to BCU. Bugisu Cooperative Union is governed under the law that takes care of the cooperative societies. However, the new board, which is chaired by Honorable Nandala, also had actually concerns that much as they took over, they suspected the previous union was not properly handled or managed. So they also actually wrote to the commissioner. That is also in writing. It is in black and white. Honorable Nandala suggested that there was need to investigate.
He promised to give his competitors a battering come February 18th.
I'm in 70s and above, I think, according to the ratings. As to who is my great, I don't know. I think all of them are the same, those whom I'm standing with.
FDC flag bearer Martin Wanda's appearance on the political scene symbolizes a fight for the underdogs of society. Not only will he preach his political inclination slogan of change, he will require political nows to win a rural constituency which favors the ruling NRM party.
Like I said earlier, I think the wind is for change. And if it's change, people want to change. In this Bunghoko South, people have been movement. Even myself, I have a family background, very strong family background in the movement. But why are we changing? One, we have not been served as a people. We have not benefited so much from NRM, despite the fact that we have been electing President Museveni previously, and the main piece, the overall challenge in the Bunghoko is leadership. Leadership. We have a leadership that is not sensitive to the people.
Mr. Wanda, you're a candidate for Bunghoko South, and you say the playing field is not leveled. Where is the evidence to back this claim?
We have suspicion the election officials may not be impartial. Because one, I have not seen transparency in the appointment of presiding officers or polling agents who are going to preside over this. We have not been involved.
What I know is that we are all playing according to the rules and the laws that govern the electoral process. So if they believe there is unfairness, I think it's up to them to raise their concerns.
Nevertheless, he hopes to carry the day on February 18th if disillusioned voters turn up at polling stations to vote him.
An incumbent and who is a minister with all resources, I think he in my view, he's my opponent. He's the strongest opponent. And one, because he has access to national resources. They're using state machinery. But I want to tell you, despite all that, Bunghoko South is producing a change.
The UPC party has also fielded a candidate for Bunghoko South. The party that once dictated politics in the heydays of the Milton Obote aristocracy wants to reshape the contours of politics here. Sam Wandeka says he's ready to deliver Bunghoko South back to the UPC fold.
We have often had silent leadership that has been probably following, as they say, towing the correct line and forgetting the voice of the ordinary wananchi.
Martin Musamali, who is not vying on any political party platform, has thrown a hat in the political ring as an independent. So what are his promises to the electorate if he were elected?
We've been trying to say that we improve the growth of coffee so that our people can earn more from it, because the price of coffee has apparently risen to about 6,600 shillings. And then secondly, when you look at the level of the education sector has completely deteriorated.
Bunghoko South has the sleepy rhythms of a rural setting, but since the campaigns began here, the locals have been sucked into a frenzy. Now in an area where the populace take access to clean water and electricity as a privilege rather than a right, it's likely they will vote a candidate who will bring such services closer to the people. Emam Taiziwa, NTV, Bunghoko South.